What's up YouTube and welcome to this new Walker's playthrough. This is part 3 of the whole Eye of Grey world quest series. We have done the House of Hesperides world quest and also the world quest that is tied to this region. I forgot what is it called. The Okrov region. We have done that world quest and that will be already uploaded by the time this video comes up. And today we are doing this world quest, the last of the 3 world quests before we have the final world quest. First of all, I really love that they go with the same concept as the, they go with the same concept as the world quest in Atlant, where there are 3 major world quests that tied into one big world quest that then followed into a series of world quests. And I feel like this world quest is like nowhere near the final world quest of, like after this one, I think there will be another one. And I think after that world quest, there will be more world quests that follow up, kind of like the little ones, because I think Eye of Grey's world quests are like more tied to the entire game than like more tied to entire Snezhnaya's cycle, But yeah, let's start. Oh, train. It's a cold out there. Oh shit. This is precisely why the trains exist. Tracking long distance. Oh my god, why the fuck? What? I'm not even auto. Hello? Stop. What the fuck? I'm not even on auto. It's because it's because we're on a train. You know the ones who appeared in the mumbly jumbly. Okay. Chat and dear YouTube viewers, I can't fucking read. I have to go with my fucking, like, it's not even on autoplane, it's autoplaying. Because we're on a train. I'm just gonna read it in silent if I'm honest. A world where there's no distinction between humans and gods. Paimon can't even. Oh my god, that's so fast. Okay, that's like rapping. A pure world. That's the outcome of the plans as I remember it. Holy shit. I'm gonna mumble hard if I read that fast. It would be crazy for me to say, but I think, like, autoplay should be like this. Where, like, your fucking choice things here shouldn't matter if you start autoplay. That it just automatically continues. And I think that is, like, a good quality of life for those who want just to, like, skip the story, Gang, we're not even driving anymore. We are just stuck on a place. Hello? Help, the train is stuck. Train? What the fuck? The train just gave up? Oh, never mind, makes sense. By the way, wasn't this the fucking area where I tried to go through, like, after the Archon quest and fucking died because because of the freeze? I swear to god, I died here once. Oh my god. Chest, hello. Let's go, teleport waypoint. So, boom. The railway line appears to be unusable for various reasons. Rerouting. Holy shit, a lot of cryo crystal flies. I do need like crystal flies again. I completely ran out of like crystal life like a week ago or something. When I was just farming, I was like, what the fuck, where did they go?
凍結せよ。へっはあ。でや。この世界も俺に答えているのか。
Holy shit, 400 of Prime Icecon's resources. Or was it? Holy shit. It feels like it's closer we get the place, the heavier the storm gets. Yep, indeed. And we're about to die. I hate Cube. Should I be concerned with this? Energy drain detected. I recommend for along the way the path to Krasny Crystal grows. Okay. Hello, last teleport waypoint, aka... Oh shit. So, that is... Why are we in the base skin, by the way? Yes, that's where we're going. The Belyutar's private palace outside Snezhnaya. Holy fucking god, it's beautiful. It's so majestic. The Pale Crown Palace. Holy fucking god. There, the graceful Snezhnaya once played the gusli in the palace royal hall, while Waterborne Face sang along the eternal melody, chanting the name of the king who ruled the snowfields. Valiant Volkodlak clashed endlessly before the throne, vying for the Tsar's favor, while Domovoy searched far and wide for rare treasure and riches, all to fill the palace vault. War, treasure vault? Yes, though by now I am afraid it has long since been emptied. Fuck. They say that was where the great king bestowed mercy. There he accepted humankind and allowed them to come before him, to help the frail, pitiful humans of that time carve out a place of their own. Amid the ice and snow, the flame of Krasnik was first kindled in that palace, then spread far and wide. And so, unlike in the days of the Pale Star's royal court, this eternally frozen land no longer belonged to the Fae alone. It became a land shared by humans and Fae. And he renamed it Snezhnaya. He renamed it. Oh, that is interesting. Because currently, we have to, if you look into lore, Snezhnaya is the next nation that is following the same fate of Hyperborea and Kaenria. And if you look into the Hymns of the Far North book, you know that the Belyutar wanted to open a gate called Poyola. And Poyola means northern land, if I understood it correctly. I'm just gonna show it on screen like Wikipedia, Wikipedia entrance. But I think it was something like that. So, does this mean that my theory of Snezhnaya being actually Poyola was actually true? I highly think so, if I'm honest. I feel like this whole area, okay, is the sacred place that the Heavenly Principle wanted to hide away from the world behind a gate. And I think there's a reason behind it, and that is the Shadow Realm. Because the Shadow Realm is the only realm it's the only realm where there's no wind on elemental energy. Meaning there's a high chance that the Shadow Realm was like the gate of Poyola. Meaning that this whole thing was the Northernland Poyola. Did I cook? I don't know. But anyway, let's continue. Oh, so that's how Snezhnaya came to be. Paimon always thought that Tsaritsa founded it. How does Gogol know so much about this place? Of course, I was created here, in a hidden chamber within this palace. The place we mentioned before, Hvelgrimir. Though even that is only one corner of the palace's shadow. Oh wow, if this place was so impressive, why does it feel so cold and deserted now? Because 500 years ago, the Belisar died fighting the Abyss and the Tides of Beasts. His remains were brought back here. And after he was laid to rest, part of his body became the Tsar's white birch. Since then, the Tsaritsa has ruled Snezhnaya from Zapolyarny Palace, and no one has returned here since. Zapolyarny Palace. So where are we going actually? So where we're going is actually the Belisar's tomb? Yes, Miss Paimon, the Belisar's tomb. Or tomb. But also the place where I was created. Wait, this isn't against the rules, is it? We're not going to get caught and end up in the wanted list, are we? The authorities advise against entering without permission, but officially it is not strictly forbidden. Not strictly forbidden, then that means we're strictly allowed to sneak in. Bruh. Then again, getting put on a wanted list could be interesting. Fuck you, bro, Eye of Grey. We don't want that again. Oh, wow, no thanks. Okay, Paimon knows what to do. If you get caught by some Snezhnaya guards, Paimon will just say the guiding mechanism sent us the wrong way and we got lost. Getting lost isn't illegal, right? Yep, that's our story. But the train tracks are broken. What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? It's alright. The route was only ever meant to mislead people. It was never the real way into the Pale Crown Palace. Think of it as a marker, telling ordinary pilgrims and those visiting in remembrance that they should go no farther. If you really mean to cross over, we'll need to find the mechanism that activates the hidden tracks. Ooh, hidden tracks. I can sense the mechanism that summons the hidden tracks should be up on that tower. But the tower appears to be encircled by the Tsar's white birch. We have to find another way in. Interesting. First of all, you know what we gotta do. And you know, it's actually cinema that we are doing it here right now. So, okay, and that is boom. Are we ready? What will it say? The darkness cannot dull the traveler's edge with the swords and plowshares abroad. Okay, I couldn't read it that far, sadly. Oops. Alright, let's go up to that tower. Holy shit, it's so beautiful. Can I go inside? Nope, I can't. Can we just ignore each other? Fuck, I'm out of stamina. Bro, these face, I'm gonna literally crash out on this face. That was easy. Guess I have to blast you with Bite and Blast. So, okay. Now, how the fuck do I get up there? Well, we're already here. Okay. That was
旅の収
easy.
穫だ
You like chest-eyed. Holy, what the fuck? What is this Polar Express type shit? Holy shit. Also, Simulanka, the gift that keeps on giving. A sky train. Holy shit. Find yourself great, see it. Okay, bro's gonna start it himself again. Okay, bro's gonna start. Hello. Ah, hello. Oh, wow. There's two sitting. Okay, bro. Why is Traveler sitting like in a fucking chill out leaning pose, bruh? Bro is chilling. Not exactly. For some. Oh shit! It's already again auto playing. I'm not gonna read if it's auto playing. I'm just gonna read it in silence. Oh, is that so? Bro's okay. Yo, Traveler, you good? Strange. Why is Paimon speaking so slowly? No, wait, huh? Is it me? Bro just fell asleep. Bro said it's a snooze fest. Friends, we were created for a single moment to call back those dreams flickering on the verge of extinction. To. What the fuck? To. Where am I? Wait, wasn't I just on the train? Is my love. Ah, spacing out again. Are we? We need to keep watch on the thing inside the egg at all times, remember? I wasn't spacing out. And the Protoman is in a highly stable state. Even in the gloom of the font of the shadow realm, he shines as brilliantly as a pearl. Then you weren't spacing out. You were worried. You're right, Azazel. There is too much to think about. There's no need for such concern. Your teacher, Miss Axinia, remained quite composed upon hearing His Majesty's Tsar's passing. Oh, are you worried about something else? These look so goofy, by the way. The newly ascended Tsaritsa, it is her attitude that concerns me. SMH, bro. Her attitude towards those Fey nobles swallowing in moral and decadence. I doubt it's anything favorable. I mean her attitude towards Hirelgamir. After all, our research has crossed into forbidden territory. The only reason we were allowed to continue before was His Majesty's tacit approval and protection, but our new Tsaritsa. Oh, is this the main reason why alchemy was forbidden? Well, I've heard certain things. What kind of things? They're planning to ban anything related to alchemy. Yeah, oh my god. Hirelgamir has plenty of bioalchemy projects, so it's obvious those would be shut down, and if that happens, His Majesty's final aspiration will never be realized. Perhaps that would be for the best. Have we forgotten what happened during the last experiment? And besides His Majesty, in the end, also, never mind. You're right, Azazel, but I still need to think this through. Don't dwell on it, is my love. It's not our call to make. Besides, the higher-ups are meeting today. Once they've decided what to do, they'll inform us. Is this a shadow realm? Paimon and the eyes of Grey are gone. There are two people up ahead. Maybe I should try talking to them. Something's wrong, my dear Ismailov? You'd be even better company if you didn't get distracted so easily. I keep feeling like someone's watching us, but when I look back, there's no one's there. What the fuck? Heh. Huh. Come now, Ismailov. Maybe you should keep your eyes on the things that matter. Speaking of which, Mr. Cochet seems to have left in a hurry and forgotten to close his office door. Well, never mind. Once we're done recording the data, I'll close it to him. They can't see me. That's strange. Something feels off, like I don't quite belong here. But I'm not feeling too uncomfortable. Maybe I should take a look around first. Yo, first, are we serious? Are we serious, game? You're gonna trigger me with that chest there? They're really triggering me with that chest, bruh. Holy shit, that was Koshei's entire research area, and it's holy shit. A note written in an elegant hand. I will be returning to the house of Hesperides for the next few days, so I'll leave the cat in your care. I can hardly trust the others with her, given how absorbed they become in their experiment. I am sure my colleague Koshei shares my respect for living things and will remember to feed my Lara. The key and the specially prepared cat food are on your desk. And remember, my Lara only eats from her bowl. Please don't scatter her food on the floor. She won't eat anything off the floor. P.S. If I find that my cat has not been properly fed, or that she has somehow grown parts from another animal, I will find out who's responsible. Pavlina. Damn. Investigate strange space. Okay. What the fuck did it be? Snegovic laboratory key. Pavlina, isn't that the name of the Sigorochka up on the mountains? Yes, they all used to be collected of the Vergermere. At Vergermere, I mean. We have to go from this way. Ooh. The prime eyes, I feel there's something inside it. Oh, this is definitely Pavlina's area. Oh, bruh. Someone's note. A note written in a cold, stiff hand with almost no variation. The prisoners used as experimental materials have already been handed over to Alvis. There is no doubt that the results of that experiment were incorrect. But is that what loveless Fae should seek as love? Perhaps the Snegovic, incomplete in spirit as they are, truly could make use of this technology to gain the love they lacked from the beginning, just as he told me. Dreams that are too grand have no meaning, perhaps. Perhaps he was right. That power should have been ours from the start. As compensation, it was never meant to belong to Axinia's aberrant dream. I will stop here before Alvis accidentally comes across this again and causes more trouble. Interesting. I'm not gonna meow. Huh? Where's that coming from? Behind a painting? What the fuck? The picture frame makes... The picture from the sun makes... let's try again. What the fuck? After some shaking the picture, okay. Stuck another room behind the painting. Shit, it's closed. The path it's blocked. I need to find the way out. Cat. Are you gonna meow, bro? It looks like it's starving, but according to what Pavlina said earlier, it won't eat unless the food is placed in its bowl. Too bad there doesn't seem to be a food bowl nearby. Oh, seven's cat. The needles on the scale looks... I'm just gonna not read anymore. I swear I'm gonna give up on reading because I'm too slow. Oh, dear. Why did we even change the basic, by the way, of that? What makes matter cease to be matter? What allows the transcendent to transcend? Krasny crystal, or should be the ideal material. It is power refined from the authority released when the colossal beast of ellipsis from ages past lost control, making it substance whose nature most closely resembles the conditions surrounding the birth of ellipsis, perhaps separated. Everything is not the cause for everything to be everything. What was divided must be gathered back into one. On this... Oh, shit. I read too slow. I just read that, bro. What? Are we serious, game? I literally walked over here. It says investigate. I don't see any You fucking shit. If it's wrong, I'll fucking... Are we serious, game? So... A set of scales. There's a feather on the left pan, and something that's supposed to be go on the right. This looks like some kind of ritual. The feather is probably just there to represent something, as light as nothing. What matters is the right side, something real, but with the same weight as nothing. The things on the, I think it's the yellow crystal. A yellow crystal is just, okay, it's fucked too heavy. No, this shouldn't be paper. Are we serious? This then? Okay, never mind. It looks like nothing I put there will work for this ritual. Maybe there's another meaning behind the words in that note. Separated, everything... Oh shit, sorry guys. Separated, everything is not the cause. For everything to be everything, what was divided must be gathered back into one. I should try combining something together. Cast off the soul of the past, and it shall no longer be bound by the hidden veins of the planet. Cast off the will of the past, and it shall no longer be watched by the gaze above. Cast off the body of the past, and it shall no longer be worn away by the toil and turmoil of the mortal world. Following the note's instructions, you grind the yellow crystal and the Krasny crystal ore into powder, and then add them to the reagent bottle. Then a new substance begins to form. A strange reagent. Even when I hold it in my hand, it doesn't feel like it weighs anything. Is it because the substance by nature transcends ordinary concept? What the fuck? It worked. This reagent has the exact same properties as the ellipsis that once reduced Kittit's grad to ruin. You hear a piercing voice echo through the room. This is the way to transcendence in this world, restoration and reversal. All humans came from ellipses. With this power in my hands, I can become like them. I can create. I can command it. I can even command it all. He didn't lie to me. The man in the egg. He was right. I just need a way. I need to get him. Even one fragment would be enough. Your Majesty, this should be mine, shouldn't it? I, Alvis, deserve this much. His power is perfect. He is the answer I spent so long searching for. I simply must have him. I must have him. Okay, bro's obsessed. And bro's gauge. I must have him. I must have him. I must have him. I must have him. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat it too much. Huh, strange, that voice just now. Maybe it was the owner of this room. The pointer fell off. Holy shit.
きちんとしまっておこう
Surely we can now leave. Huh? Huh? This cat can see me. No, it's probably just following the food. The cat food. Come on, cat, you can do it. Come on. Oh my god, just fucking... The formula is perfect. I'm sure the Grand Duke Alvis will praise the results of my hard work over the last few days upon his return. Let's rest here for a little while. Phew. The door is shut. If I find some way to... Meow. Oh, there's your food bowl. Alright. Let's get you fed first, poor thing. Aww. Okay. Bro. Classic. A potion bottle next to me. What? The concoction. Sorry about that, but oh, the door opened. I should go take a look. Bro's ruthless. Bro was like, yeah, this ain't my fault. That was a cat, you know. But anyway, see ya. Close perfection. Where Grand Duke always to see you. Okay, shit. So it is her. They'll be absolutely stunned to learn that I can upload your consciousness here, fully intact, using ancient Hyperborean technology. Impressive technology indeed. Very well. Let's call this lightweight portable device the Eye of Grey. That's what these goggles are called, but they're blue. Anyway, this feels really weird. I can't feel my arms or legs at all. Now that I'm inside this tiny little device, I can barely feel my own body. Is that Axinia from the past? And the one speaking to her is the Eye of Grey from the past? That's to be expected. Your consciousness may have been uploaded into these goggles, but your body is still what sustains your power and your existence. Oh, interesting. Kind of like Sword Art Online, if you think about it. After all, your body is the true key to opening the new world. As that key, you are already a perfect work of creation. If only we could have gone further. But His Majesty, what a pity. Part of my body once belonged to His Majesty. Sometimes through fragments of his consciousness, I can see what he once saw. That's how I know. If all goes smoothly, you will carry on his will and bring his grand design to completion. He would surely be pleased. Only you can make me laugh so freely, Axinia. That's what he would say, and he would mean every word, not like when he speaks to that professor with all those hollow pleasantries. A court jester gives everything to bring joy to her lord. That is her duty. Court jester was merely a nominal title His Majesty gave you so you could and go from the palace. It was only meant to keep the people from resenting a human for being in his favor. You don't have to. I don't see anything wrong with the title. There's nothing laughable about it. Even now, it still has its uses. Perhaps I could use it again to gain entry to Sapolyarny Palace and speak with the newly crowned Tsaritsa, though by the time I came to the court she had long since departed. Perhaps she will understand His Majesty's will. Yes, Axinia. I should show you my colleagues, just as you are now. Perhaps then they'll admit that every line of research has its worth. At the very least, Alvis will stand by me. Perhaps they will help me carry this great cause forward. Though I know our ideals do not align, all differences will ultimately return to a single path. In the end, true understanding will come. They will help me, won't they? Yes, Axinia, they will. Yeah, this is the only thing I can do for him, and the only meaning my life has ever had. I must have the Proto-Man. Have you? No, I beg you. Please take the place His Majesty was meant to hold in the original plan. Please become the ruler of this planet. What the fuck? For a Grand Duke understanding like this, why should I need anyone else's approval for support? Maybe I can carry on the final experiment on my own. What the fuck? A grand vision, yes, but then what? No, how could you? Can't you see? This is such a terrible betrayal. Alvis, Koshchei, Pavlina. You've forgotten why we came here. Forgotten that grand, radiant vision. You've forgotten the grace he gave us. The glory he granted us. You cast me out, but no matter what, no matter. I will return, no matter how long I have to spend in the Shadow Realm beyond beginning and end. Interesting. There's one thing that surprised me. This means that the Shadow Realm, because it doesn't have time, does this mean technically the traveler could go in the Shadow Realm and train for eternity? I don't know. But then again, the moment you enter out the Shadow Realm, the time still passed, Just because the Shadow Realm doesn't have time, it doesn't mean that outside the Shadow Realm there is no time. Interesting. I cannot understand. Why would you destroy the grand undertaking we were meant to build, just for your own selfish reasons? Why would you turn away from the path we were meant to follow? Holy shit. This cannot be how it all ends. Even now, I don't hate them. I just feel sorry for them. You hear someone say this. At some point, she has appeared, watching her past self fall into the shadow. But everything will get back on the right path eventually, like light passing through different mediums. It may look like it's taking a crooked path, but in truth, it's always taking the fastest and best one. Have you forgotten, friends? We were created for a single moment, to call back those dreams flickering on the verge of extinction, to let the phantom like children of daylight lead us into tomorrow, where we would laugh and spin, circling the soul seat upon the court of the stars and build a pure nation, a homeland born from everyone's love, build what we would become a carefree courtyard for humanity alone. Holy. Demon King, are you okay? You sat down and then just froze up all of a sudden. I did sense a slight disturbance in your mind, but your physical readings didn't change at all. You tell them about what you saw in the shadow realm. Wow, now it's suddenly working that it doesn't have an auto. There are experimental modes, the certain shadow realm affecting only the mind, while leaving the body in the physical plane untouched. But such cases are exceedingly rare. Demon King is always seeing weird stuff out of nowhere. True. So you just saw that place or whatever from 500 years ago. Hrolgamir. You saw Hrolgamir from 500 years ago, and the goggles from the past too. So goggles, does any of what Demon King saw sound familiar? My apologies, I do not remember much of what happened back then. I cannot even clearly recall that such an argument or such a conversation took place before I entered the Shadow Realm. I see. You know, seeing Paimon City is kind of cute. But that means we can confirm the goggles really did have a body before, right? Yes, based on what Demon King heard in that conversation, that does put me much more at ease. Maybe Goggle's body is still somewhere in the center of Hrolgamir. Just waiting for him. But wasn't his body already? Didn't his body become that thing we picked up before? Then the last piece must be in the center of Hrolgamir. I hope so. Then I may be able to remember more and return to my original body sooner. We will soon be arriving at the Pale Crown Palace. Please be mindful of any jolts as we pull in. We are already there. No problem, Paimon is always floating, so a few bombs won't scare Paimon. Oh shit. Oh, here we are, the Pale Crown Palace. This fucking peak area. It's such a sad thing that the Tsaritsa didn't make this place her actual palace, you know, in the end. In the end, it just became a tomb for the Tsar. The entrance covered in snow. We need to find our way. So obvious. You know, yesterday, okay, this is kind of like a bit off the things. Yesterday I was kind of being off stream Andy and did like a bit of the combat mode. I did like got the new weapon maxed out and everything, you know. I kind of did everything, like a lot of stuff off stream because I just felt like I'd do it. And this weapon is fucking cool.
行け。悪くない収穫だ。悪くない収穫だ。
So.
リロード。
Oh shit.
ありえぬ。どれも大事な物資だ。
Okay. So easy. These weird benches go. I recommend keeping our distance before attempting remote device removal. Okay, interesting. Where the fuck is this dust from? I swear to God, I'm seeing that it is somewhere there. Is it like outside? Oh. You know, I gotta say, I really like the endgame mode that they released for this thing. It's so fun. It doesn't bring much Primogens, but it's so fun, bro. Let's just continue. I don't want to stall too much.
いい感じ。いいものがたくさん手に入ったね。
Let's go more materials and like not materials, more reloads.
リロード。
Hang on, that statue. That is the very shop we have to find. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh brother, what the fuck is this bullshit? Oh my god. No, okay, now it makes sense that Broski said I hate cubes. Now it makes sense. Are we serious? What? One? I can't push it anymore. What do you want from me? I'll let you put the statue. One. Oh. I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't it open? The very first Krasnik torch. Ooh. The design looks so different. The very first, so we can light it up, and Pamo will feel like it should. It should work. Okay. So higher. Oh. Holy shit, it just melted. There shall I harbor. Ha! Who dares to stop a great one slumber this time? Hey, what? Who slumber? Good thing I have this fucking thing leveled. So I'm like doing fire damage and this repeating. I'm literally mechanically repeating. Oh shit, we broke the barrier. Holy shit, the throne of the Belytsar. Bro was a giant, by the way. The door at the back of the royal hall appears to be shut. What do we do now? Please wait a moment. I sense that there's maybe a port in front of the throne I can connect to. It's right here. How is it going, Goggles? I have gained access to the mechanism. Alright. The way to unlock the door is here more or less the same as the main entrance. Let the two-headed beast guardian of that most majestic corpse return onto the rightful place. The two-headed majestic beast? Are we talking about the statue back at the entrance? Simon seems to hear a door open over there. Oh look, inside that room. There's another statue that looks just like the one at the entrance. Return onto its rightful place, huh? Paimon. Oh, Paimon gets it now. We have to move both statues onto this mechanism right here. Don't be. It suddenly appears to be the case, Paimon. Okay. First of all, before I do that, we have another weapon gear. I think, and that is the weapon gear for cryo weapon. Finally, the last one. Boom! Cryo weapon done. Let's go. Ooh. Find a way to open the door. I don't need to swim, do I? So Looks like some of the pillars are shifting statues up. Okay. Okay, bro, I was yapping too much. Okay. Bro, I'm dying. Holy shit. I'm just too good. Okay. I'm the sim. So... Oh yeah, I knew it. I knew that I had to... easy... Okay, then let me place like here. Well, I can just put it like this. And then boom. Easy. And then before I do that, let me because I don't trust this shit. Easy, you have done 1 out of 3. We can go that way. Okay. 1 out of 2, I mean. You know, I gotta say, the puzzles are okay. They're not that crazy. But not difficult in terms of craziness, you know? Not like that I wish it were difficult stuff, but, you know? They can be a bit more harder. Here somewhere. The opening or some shit? Should have got it. Yeah. You fucking who told you to close the door, bro? You can't just close on me. So... maybe I do need to take like this. But that's not it. I'm not heating up anything. So I have 1 out of the 2 statues. How do I get the 3rd one? I somehow need to get here. I don't know how. Like I see this. Maybe I do know. Let me cheat out, bro. It actually worked, bro. Yo, easy. When the game gives you mechanics that you can abuse. So someone needs to push it that through. That doesn't work. Oh my god, don't tell me we have to go through that on top. Okay, what? Very? Does this mean something? I don't know. Oh, we have to get it up there. Oh, I see. So see. I'm getting it. Chad, I'm getting it. I'm learning. So when it's frozen, then I can just go up here. Wait, what? Oh my god. Time for reading. The passage stands open at last. Though the price paid was heavier than I had ever imagined, and the innocent were ensnared as well, I then had to pray for deliverance from the endless torment of the curse. Save only that I may be the sole bearer of all sins committed. I had deemed that, much like the toxic blood which spewed forth at the opening of this passage, this place would be inundated by the filth of the abyss. Only when I stood truly within the shadows did I see that all within was the very reverse of what was transpiring in the world without. In truth, not only was there no toxic, foul blood to be found, but there was nothing of substance that at all, save for a fine white dust in the air. It was as though all in existence had long since been ground to dust by the winds. Only when I had walked through the storm to its very end did I find that strange castle. This place is without doubt the world of shadow, which I had already visited many times without number within my dark and heavy dreams. These are unquestioned the ruins of Hyperborea. Oh? That lost homeland I had long sought with great pains, yet in vain. Perhaps this is where I may at last find the answer I had pursued concerning myself and even all the Fae. But what has truly taken me by surprise is the discovery that I am not the first to set foot in this place. And even more wondrous still, the one who had preceded me was a subject with whom I had long been acquainted. We once contended side by side against savage beasts, and together drove the north wind across the winter wastes. Though he seldom attended the feast the faith held among the white birches, neither did he reject the noble honors bestowed upon him. But what was he doing here? Until the moment of my departure, I received no clear answer to my inquiry, and his demeanor bore no resemblance to that of the calm and composed individual with whom I have long been familiar. It was as though all thoughts and sentiments within him dissolved into nothing but sighs and sorrow the moment he tried to utter them. Yet by all I have seen and heard in the shadows these past days, I firmly believe that it was never his intention to conceal any of this from me. But no matter what, the secret buried here are as countless as stars, and I fear this is but the most inconsequential among them. It is well that I possess ample time to seek out the truth in this long-forgotten homeland. Wait, does this mean, that Snezhnaya was a renaming from Hyperborea? So Snezhnaya was Hyperborea. Wow. So my theory about the Gate of Poyola shit, that was down the drain, but still crazy to know that this is what became of Hyperborea. I think I don't know. I think some of the players will be like, what the fuck, why did Toyo do that? But it makes sense. It definitely makes sense if I'm honest. Bro, I swear to God, this shit had like the fun of its life sliding through. And there it is. What's going on? Isn't this I just like how I was at Volgamir earlier? This place is also in the past. Your Majesty, I am pleased to report that there is the first experiment to have been completed. The great hypothesis is about to be proven right. With continued cultivation, we shall soon witness the birth of a complete prototype of the primordial human. Oh my god. The first experiment have been completed, you say? Yes, Your Majesty. We found that the test subjects entered a realm of boundless joy, where they never suffer sorrow or distress again. And they never woken up again? No, they never did wake up again. But that is entirely logical, given that the realm they entered was no mere dream, Your Majesty. We're speaking of a butterfly breaking from its cocoon, or a bird bursting from its shell. And by breaking free, they have left all the pain and sorrows arising from desires and fixation behind, like a useless cocoon. All that remains is a broken dream, a pain as blurry and indistinct as a shadow. The new courtyard, Axinia. Is that the world of your dreams? The one you seek to reach? Your will is my will, Your Majesty. Is that so? When then will you embark on the final part of the plan? I shall inquire more time before I can do that. However, I expect everything to be ready by the time Your Majesty returns victorious from the front. I am certain that Your Majesty will return victorious. Yes, I shall, Axinia, and you may rest easy, for Zver shall accompany me. It will never abandon me, no matter what. That certainly is true. Snorts. In that case, I shall stay here and wait for you, Your Majesty. I shall remain here until Your Majesty's wish has been fulfilled, until your will has been done. Holy. What is it, Demon King? You're doing it again, just standing there, staring blankly like a dummy. Did you see something again? I saw something from the past. Did you see anything that made you uncomfortable or something? No, not at all. Alright, in that case, the door to the palace's royal hall is already open. Come on, let's keep going. Holy shit, luxurious chest, let's go.
いいものがたくさん手に入ったね。
Great, the door's open. Oof, those was some strange looking monsters back there. They are man-made monsters created by Koschei at Volgamir back in the day. Then what about the creatures that was just talking? Haven't thought we'd have seen it by now. That's Zver, or the Beast. It's one of many of Koschei's alchemical creations, and the leader of the man-made monster. Back then, Koschei created a number of prototypes using the same materials, but these prototypes, the only ones that turned out to have a shred of intelligence were Zver and this is strange. I don't seem to able to recall now. Koschei deemed Zver nothing more than a half-formed creation, so he chose to abandon it. In the end, that unfinished form was fused with the seeds of other monsters, molding it into its present shape. Truly, it should have been destroyed back then. But before it could have been unmade, the Belyazar believed that no being with sentience should be discarded, decided to take the creature into his service. It was said that it was Tver who had dragged the Balyutsar's bodies back from the battlefield, even though it was itself gravely injured at the time. That is the reason it loved Koschei so much. I thought it had already perished somewhere, quietly and unnoticed, but no. This is excellent news. Never did I imagine that this would be standing watch over the Balyutsar's body all this time, in this minor palace that is now effectively a mausoleum. Whoa, Paimon finally gets why nobody is supposed to come here before asking first. Maybe everyone who sneaked in without permission got totally scared off by that beast. It's too dangerous to venture further to the Pale Crown Palace, Tver. That's alright. We're already here anyway. We'll definitely get your body back. If it comes around again, we'll just fight it off. Alright, I believe you, Demon King, and you too, Paimon. We'll have to stay alert from now on. That creature is likely to appear again. Please leave this matter to me. Oh shit. Time to some combat. Oh, my chest! My chest! No! No! My chest! Oh shit. Holy shit, you can't do that to me. Oh shit. I thought you were like an NPC I can speak to. No, mine. You're just a Snezhnaya who wants to be killed. I'm sorry. Holy shit. Look out! A flying unit is approaching. Ah, don't worry. Easy. So, I'm seeing somewhere that fucking bad thing that I have to get, but I don't see where. Anyway, it's not like we have to go up there anyway. That thing over there looks really familiar. That's because you also saw it in the Royal Hall at Pale Crown Palace. Okay. Oh shit. I'm getting more and more of these when I'm already at 2k, bro. I'm stupid. Don't see any. So. Oh, just have to. Bro, I just had to place it. Lol. Makes sense. Glacial treasure hunter. Slowest elevator. Easy. I sense. What do you sense, bro? We're getting closer to swear. What the fuck? Oh. Someone have to twist this fucking thing to our side now. I see what we have to do. Let's go. Everything's smelting, and then boom. Oh. There we go. We rise up in the elevator. Oh. Right up. Not rise up. Come on. Okay. Watching the creature know how to talk, it doesn't seem maybe we can reason with it. It won't see us as intruders by getting shifts. As long as we communicate, we can reach understanding. Perhaps it truly is. Say it. Okay. Something. Okay. Oh, won't you? Okay, I'm not gonna even fucking try it anymore. I give up on these fucking auto. Holy shit, bro. Chill out. Yo, this was the scene, bro. Holy shit, we're flying. Oh shit, bro. Oh shit, we are in his claw. You good, Ether? Time to headshot that motherfucker. Fucking snake-headed motherfucker. Ugly ass bitch. Oh my god. Easy. Bro, just open the door for me. Thank you. Bro, run away. Tower's collapsing? What do you mean tower's collapsing? Oh, it's this thing. Holy shit. Oh, you ain't surviving this, bro. You're dead. Ahem, you miserable cur. I know you're in there. I know you're hiding inside that tiny little mechanism like the coward you are. Ah, I thought you were long dead. Come out then. Come out and show yourself. It seems we were both mistaken then. Is that what you've turned into? How pathetic. A pity I won't get to see the face of yours again. It's worth far more to me than the rest of your existence. Is this the new master you have chosen? Or is he simply just another meticulous chosen sacrifice of yours? Hey, what? Haha. Oh, blonde-haired human. Do you really know what you're doing? I'm just happy to help others, that's all. Hard to believe that a person as powerful and yet pure of heart as you actually exists in this world. But I must warn you, the companion of yours inside that mechanism, They may not be as trustworthy as you think. You can take your nonsense and shove it, you two-faced freak. We're traveling with goggles here. Paimon, please shut the fuck up, okay? I kinda trust Sver more. And we've already become friends, don't you dare speak ill of him. Ahaha, Goggles? Fine then, Goggles, would you like to tell your new friends over here about your friends from before? I don't know. Do you really not know? So you really have no inkling, ha! That woman was pushed into the Shadow Realm while your body was split into 3. That is why you don't have all your powers now. How split into the 3, and we have to think the Eye of Grey was from 3 women or something. I think it was in the lore. You don't remember a thing because you don't have all your powers. I cannot believe this. This is beyond absurd. Also, thank you for the hydrate. The grand power of fate, like a spinning thread, it allows no escape. You may have lost all your memories, and yet you have returned and now you stand here. Before that wretched and broken body of yours. Tver, all I want is to retrieve what is mine. Ahem. What are you talking about? Nothing you held was ever truly yours. Everything you had came from His Majesty. Our flesh, our blood, the very seed of consciousness that was rooted into the core of our beings, they were all given to us by Him. I see. So I am a prototype, just like you. Except that I was the failed specimen and you eventually became the vessel for the key, but you should have never remained in existence. Your consciousness should have been erased long ago. The key? His body, that is, the only thing in existence that are meaningful are his body, his flesh and blood, because he was the perfect creation grown in His Majesty's likeness. The only other thing worth anything at all would be his face. It looked exactly like the Tsar's in a painting of him as a child. But if I were to see that face again, I would tear it with my teeth and swallow it whole. Why would you do that? You and I, we are clearly the same. Bah, you and I, we are not the same. I am the beast in the service of the Belyazar. Tver was the name His Majesty bestowed upon me. I was the one who received his acknowledgement and praise. I was the one who he promised glory everlasting, though I had the useless, hopelessly ill-shaped form. He ensured that my existence did not go to waste. I was the one who followed His Majesty to every battlefield, the one who resisted the dark tide of the abyss alongside the monsters and fae, and I was the one who brought his lifeless body back on a pitch black ruin. Maybe I should have, right there and then. Oh, Your Majesty, I have watched over your long sleeping body for 5 centuries now. I believe it is finally time for me to follow in your footsteps. I have, right up to the very end, fulfilled my vow. Even the very final moment of my life shall be for your sake. Ah. And you? Ha, you pitiable fool. You have become the most pathetic of all of us. Of us all. We may share the same flesh and blood, we are not brothers. You, Proto-Man, don't even have a name to call your own. And with that, the beast with the 2 heads fall limp. The sheer will rather than bodily strength that was held it up to all this time drains away. In an instant, its form dissipates like fine sands into the wind. As a faint cry fades into the dust. Here comes that feeling again. Is this another memory from the past? Yes, I'm seeing Tver from the past now. Your Majesty, Your Majesty, you wish to see me. How may I serve you? Or is this regarding that incident involving the human noble the other day? The one where I executed without authorizations? I beg you to dispense with the terror. I have no intention to strike you down. The details of the murder are already known to me. Axinia and Koshe have given the report. The eldest son of the house Solovyoi Solovyov chanced upon something he shouldn't have, and the fault clearly lies with the two of them. Isn't this the isn't Solovyov the Reed Miller thing with Soloway? I don't know. I think so. Your actions have spared Koshe and the others a rather significant headache. Me? But helping him was the furthest thing from my mind. Only acted to ensure your Majesty's private affairs remain entirely inviolable. Yeah, inviolable. And yet you and yet you owe your very existence to him, Tver. Perhaps he alone deserves the title of your father. This is indeed true, your Majesty. It was he who created me, gave me this deficient mind and a tongue with which to speak. Yet that has not stopped him from looking upon me as a flawed creation that should have been destroyed from the very beginning, your Majesty. Must a creation forever bend the knee to its creator? Surely even an imperfect being like myself cannot be expected to endure the neglect, the contempt, and the unending wrath of the one who fashioned me. Must the thing created always walk the path its maker has laid out and bow to his every caprice? I wasn't speaking of you. None of that bears the weight here. Swear, none of it. There are times when the sole matter of consequence is the path one resolves to take. And once that path is taken, no one never looks back, for that alone is the matter of consequence. Your Majesty, I fear I have misspoken. For that, I extend my deepest apologies. Think no more of it. I too have now bound myself to a chosen path, and shall know the touch of doubt no longer. O Tver, my forgiveness of you is yours. Though you may hold no need for such grace to begin with, I forgive you for not following the orders of your Creator. Your Majesty, I accept your forgiveness, but solely for the sake of the one who offers it. I accept your forgiveness solely because I have chosen to shoulder the burden of your expectation, and because I am fully aware that my life belongs to you, and that I shall one day surrender it to you. Though no longer exacted this deed from me, I hope when the moment comes you will remember that this choice too was entirely my own. Indeed, Sir, my adorable friend, I shall never forget what you have told me today. Emotional fluctuation detected. It is the same kind as before. Are you seeing strange things again? The closer we get to the upper levels of the Pale Crown Palace, the greater the effect this place has on Demon King. And Demon King's perception capabilities are clearly keener than most. But thankfully, it does not look like this will have any ill effects on him. Oh, yeah? Demon King, did you recall what you saw? Someone's talking to that Swer. What is it, Goggles? Did you just remember something? I suspect it was the Belyitsa who spoke with Sver. Although it's been 500 years, he might have left something behind here. However, However, his motives in doing so remains entirely unclear to me. I fear the only way I can remember is to recover all my powers. Uh-huh. I mean, so Goggles, Eye of Grey isn't your name then? Perhaps it's just the name that of the society device, and I simply assumed I. Never mind about that. That 12-3 was probably just spouting total nonsense anyway. Maybe you'll actually know your real name once you get all your powers back. May that be the case. But what should we call you in the meantime then? Since my consciousness is now housed inside this mechanism, either the Eye of Grey or Goggles would be fine. Would do fine, I mean. Alright then, Goggles, let's start looking for your missing parts right now. They must be somewhere around here, right? Alright. That was a lot of yapping. Go to Volgamir. Oh, where are we? At the Volgamir. Indeed. Holy shit, the last egg. The last fragment. Oh, look at this. There's a piece of Goggles, and someone left a note next to it. Alvis has paid the price for his crimes of defiling the sacred form, and the flesh and the blood taken by the covetous Domovoy have been recovered from the Novotskitetsgrad. Hold on. So does that mean that this piece of Goggles' body wasn't here all this time? Analysis on the handwriting indicates that the author is Axinia. Novotskitetsgrad is of course a rather long way away from here. That might explain why I have never been able to sense or detect this piece of my body. Huh, so she was the one who brought this piece back from the Novotskitetsgrad. That's actually a city southeast of Snezhnaya, Paimon thinks. Oh, that's right. Didn't Netochka say that she used to... Netochka mentioned, holy shit, that she used to live in Novotskitetsgrad? Paimon wonders who this Alvis is. I definitely heard that name before somewhere, at the Volgamir in the past. Oh, so you mean Volgamir you saw before entering the Pelkram Palace? The one in the past? Was Alvis one of those people you saw there? No, I don't think I actually saw him. Alvis was the Grand Duke of Domovay. Though he was indeed a member of Volgamir, there is not much more I can recall at the moment, unfortunately. Well, no matter who he was, judging from that note, things probably didn't end well for him. Oh, look, there's another line written here on the back. It says the final mission is thus return the flesh and blood of the king and begin a new era with the key. What does that even mean? Given that my body is already shattered, I would not be able to reconstruct it, even if I have all my powers back. I have to place it somewhere. Oh, so you mean collecting the pieces and putting them in the same room alone won't do it? We have to bring them someplace, huh? I thought they just magically come together. I thought we have to put the pieces together ourselves. Oh, come on. How were we supposed to put these round things together? Wait, let's rewind a second. So if we want to fix Goggles, where are we even supposed to take the piece to? Shattered the flesh and blood are, rebuilt the sacred form, reforged the key, and knock on the door on the other side. Return the flesh and blood of the king, return them to the Court of Bliss. The Court of Bliss? And where's that? Up there, I see. And oh shit, another weapon part. It's right there. Holy shit, we're done with the first part. Damn. Let's go. We are not ending it here. We are continuing this. I want to... The part 3 of this video is the full thing. So let me get that. Let me go like this. And then... boom. Assemble. Boom. I have almost everything unlocked. Except this part. And since I did unlock that... Man, I think I am gonna remove this weapon. I wish you could actually equip 3 weapons. I kinda hated that you can only 2. Oh shit, but I don't have anything. Maybe not. Maybe I do need to take this one. So.
いいものがたくさん手に入っ
Let's
た
go.
ね。
Enable. This is where the entrance to the Court of Bliss is. Should I try to return my powers to this place and open the gate? Yes, it's time to return. Let's perform the return ceremony then. Open the gate to the courtyard. Holy shit. I feel like we're at the cinema time. We're finally in. That felt really cold just now. We should be able to reconstruct Goggle's body right now. Hold on, where's Goggle? Eye of Grey? What's going on? Even those blue lenses have disappeared. There is no cause for concern. The once fragmented body, along with the consciousness bound to inanimate matter, have all returned to where they rightfully belong. You may leave the Eye of Grey in my keeping for a time. In my estimation, it is a form of homecoming for it anyhow. Axinia, it's you! Yes, I'm glad to see you remember my name, Paimon. Goggles. Don't worry, he will come. He will come to it. Just maybe not too soon, that's all. Oh, so he's getting his body back? Right. Good as you. He'll be back to his original human form? No, he will not. He will inhabit another's form. The metamorphose into the true proto-man. I suppose this might be slightly different from what you imagined. Hold on. This is all a little confusing. Didn't he want his old body back? Not really. He knows nothing because he has completely forgotten the past. To think that reclaiming his old body is the only thought driving him. Perhaps that in itself is a cruelty. But reclaiming his old body was never his true purpose. From the beginning, that was all merely preparation for assimilating into and reforging a form of an even higher order. This is something he should come to comprehend once his memory is made whole. Assimilating and being changed into a form of a higher order? Are you saying that his body and power will all go into someone else's body? Yes, that would be right. But how is that going to happen when his body is already gone? I see now. You're thinking of using Paimon's body. What? No way! But, if it's for Goggles, Paimon's supposed to be, she could make a little room for him. Foreshadowing that Paimon was supposed to be the vessel of the heavenly principles, but since she doesn't have any authority and power, she's just useless. Haha, I fear that assimilating him into Paimon's body will only bring about the other complications. It isn't hard to piece together, Demon King. There is indeed a vessel left here at the Crown Palace where the old king of the Northern Realm has been interred. Are you talking about the Belyitza's body? The Belyitza? But he's been dead for so many years, he can't be anything more than a pile of bones by now. His majesty is different. His body has remained alive even after passing of his consciousness. Think of him as a star's white birch. In truth, we're speaking of the ever-growing nurse of his husk, a shell that never truly perished. forever extending outward in longing. The white birch? It scarcely resembles a tree, doesn't it? Bro, are you telling me that entire thing, this aurora tree branches that we see in the sky is just his nerves? And 5 centuries on, His Majesty's body has yet to cease its longing. What? So the Belytsa's body is still alive after all this time? But how can it be? You must admit his existence is truly unique. Although he was not a descender, he was a noble birth nevertheless. He was accumulating. He was the accumulation of Hyperborea's most advanced technologies, a being with a soul bestowed through nothing less than light itself. What the fuck? So you're saying me the Belytsa was a one of the primordial humans created by the Hyperboreans? The Hyperboreans even attempted to forge his body from the flesh and blood of the primordial cryo dragon, just to give him the authority equal to the One? What? What, my friends? What? I'm losing it here. The One. Who? The heavenly principles. A will born alongside Tevat, the master of the Light Realm's power at the very beginning, and the king of all dragons. Oh my god, it's not heavenly principles. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's what? The king of all dragon lords, Nibelung. Ever since his destruction, the place of primordial human and Narayana has sat vacant. But in the heavens above, the cold blaze of the ruler who must not be named, or should I say, the long nails of theirs, continue to hang high and pitiless over the world, and so they sought to create their own gods. So that's why they created the Belytsar, but they couldn't possibly have called him at the time. Did they call him the primordial human or something then? Though they attempted to create the primordial human, the experiment went out of control. Otherwise, the Golden City would be still standing tall upon this land today, and we would not been standing atop this frozen expanse instead. According to the record fragments we found inside the Shadow Realm, the corpse of the Cryo Dragon Sovereign and their unchecked authority turned the whole of Snezhnaya into the holy soil of the primordial ice. Holy fucking god. Even the ley lines in the area were affected, to the point that they became veins of pure crystal. That is, until that being witnessed this and sent their heavenly nails crashing down. Oh, but since the experiment was a failure, how did the Belytsar come about? It spun out of control, but it was not a failure. 1,000 years after that experiment and its cataclysmic impact finally cleared, His Majesty awoke from the remains of the Cryo Dragon. What the fuck, bro? However, his power was not fully complete, as the experiment was never brought to its conclusion. And by that time, Hyperborea had already sunk into the Shadow Realm, and the only ones we've seen in the land of the ice and snow were the Fae. While most people believe the Belytsar to be some kind of extraordinary powerful Fae, his true identity is far more noble. Hyperborea, which had created him, had already perished. He could have left it behind with ease, but he chose to accept it. He accepted that he was the failed product of the primordial human project, and that included accepting all the responsibilities and consequences that came with it. He was even willing to embark humankind in this frozen land that swarmed with monsters, and he remained willing to become the true primordial human. This was love, a grand and all-encompassing benevolence that we must never betray. And Goggles, was the proto-man that was crafted after countless experiments, and the key that would allow His Majesty to become the primordial human. This is something that should have been started a long time ago, and now it has become His Majesty's final wish. But thanks to you, the two of you, Demon King and Paimon, we can now complete his grand design. Make no mistake, this is no light undertaking. It is an endeavor I had originally planned and spent 20 years completing. Hey, Paimon doesn't really get what you're talking about, but Paimon will happily accept your thanks anyway. So what happens after? I mean, once the primordial human is complete. Oh, that's right, you keep talking about the Code of Bliss, but what even is that place supposed to be? Thus is the world of tomorrow, a realm that had cast aside envy, hatred, and selfish desire. All shall be able to love one another as in the very beginning, and this love shall be in nature everlasting. Thus shall a radiant world descend, where there will be no distinction between human and human, nor between human and God. At least that was the vision he described to us, but I understand it differently. The love he spoke of was simply a kind of spiritual overflow. It's just this overflow runs dry beneath the weight of countless sorrows, and so those who once poured love to begin to drain it from others. The selfless turns into hoarders, and trust is supplanted by fear and suspicion. Paimon doesn't get what you're saying at all. Okay, Paimon, shut the fuck up, okay? Like, I really like you, girl. That you're my daughter, but shut the fuck up in such moments, okay? You're quite fond of eating. Are you not, Paimon? Then take the sweet madame, for instance. You must have found it utterly delicious the very first time you tasted it. That's right, Paimon even had 2 whole birds in one go. Fat ass. Yes, but it did not taste quite as delicious as the second time, did it? And by the third time, the pleasure had already faded even further. Eventually, a day will come when you find yourself completely sick of it altogether. No way! Paimon will never ever get sick. Paimon will never get sick of eating sweet madame. Paimon knows for a fact that. But wait, you're actually right. Though it really was the most delicious of the. It was most delicious the very first time Paimon had it. Then will you find yourself craving something even more delicious? The cycle will repeat time and again, simply because you seek to fill the void left by the memory that the very first bite. I swear to God, this is kind of also a reference to all the Genshin players, in a way. Like, this whole narrative that they're saying here matches exactly to Genshin players. Like, Genshin players or ex-Genshin players who switch to other gacha games in hopes to find the same experience, they're exactly doing this. And that void is precisely where countless desires and wicked deeds are born. But what if it worked the other way around? What if you could get that exact same feeling out of everything you eat, whenever you eat it, no matter how many times you had it before? Wow, that sounds like something kind of a dream world. This is the world of tomorrow. In this world, no matter what you do, your heart shall always brim with that feeling, that sense of being touched at your very core, and of those feelings, love would be the most apparent of all. It is a kind of love that can never be extinguished, a love that is unchanging and everlasting, and such a world, brimming with such eternal love, will always become a realm free from worry and pain thereafter. But it will be also a world where change is no more. Yes, that is because time and change are what ravage all things. Every second that passes is a second that erodes the everlastingness of love. Wait, what do you mean by change is no more? It means whatever you eat, they will all end up tasting the same. Hold on, how does that make any sense? So it's like, because everything you eat makes you feel super happy, it doesn't matter what you eat anymore. That is right, you're really quite clever, little Paimon. The first step of shaping this world is to use the Shadow Realm. Light may soon cast its gaze towards the shadow, but that would still take some time. We shall blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in the shadow realm, and then the entire world, so that all the love may stand unchanging in a space with no beginning and no end. Thus shall we bring forth the cord of bliss. Choice would lose meaning, while difference between the chosen and unchosen will dissipate. In a world like this, I reckon even the abyss would become lovable. No way, Goggles said he wants to get his body back and go on all sorts of adventures with us. Goggles would never, ever want a world like this. No matter, there shall be a place for all of you in this carefree world. For Demon King, for Paimon, and even for Proteman, whether you are willing or not. That's not a world I'm interested in either way. A true pity. I thought this was something upon which we would share a common understanding, but that matters not, for the final understanding shall eventually come. I assume this means you will now try to stop me, but I have no desire to. No, you're not going anywhere. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't worry, come on. I need some stamina. Oh shit. She's jumping it. She jumped in. Quick, we got her. So, leap into the shadow room. She's crazy, bro. Shit, you take out my. Holy shit, bro. Brother. Obviously. Game. I was there. You fuck ass. Bro, I swear to god, this stamina shit is so boring. Bruh. Also, I feel like rip goggles. Oh shit, we're sliding. We are sliding, baby. Okay, now we have our materials. So, time to kill some entities. Holy fucking god. I need to take some screenshots. Hold on, what the fuck am I looking at? Really, bro? Oh, wait. I can't just do this. Oh my god. Oh my god, we have power menu. Oh my god, power menu. Oh my god, I need to take some pictures, guys. Alright, characters, hide personal information. Okay. So. Hold on, this is too peak. Holy fucking god. Save. Okay, not like this, but like... Holy fucking god. Bro, this is majestic. It's done. Now all we have to do is wait a little longer. What? What is that? It's a huge kind of weird thing too. No, that's not the point. You're being so horrible, Snezhnaya. Just give us back goggles. So I'm gonna take like, although the physical body has begun to transform, the consciousness has yet to take to his roots, His Majesty. So you're telling me this is his? Oh my god, bro. This is perfect. For thumbnails, this was the origin body of the Tsar. What the fuck? But it would change into a form of a Fae whenever speaking with us or traveling alongside other Fae. Unable to maintain his avatar of death, after death, he reverted to his original state, a magnificent, almost transcendental, oh my god, transcendental form. Have I ever told you this before? The face of the Proto-Man were actually modeled after the visage of His Majesty the Belisar's human manifestation. Just give us goggles back. Palmer has zero interest in whatever you're babbling about just now. Very well, here. The Eye of Grey has always built to host the Proto-Man's consciousness, such that he would not disappear after offering his flesh and blood to His Majesty. It was originally meant to preserve him. Now, since it is no longer useful to me, I shall therefore make it a gift of it to you. I trust that you will find a good use for it. I hereby transfer the ownership to Demon King. And goggles? Restored to original state. Eye of Grey, at your service. This isn't him. This isn't goggles at all. This is just a tool. It is nothing more than an empty shell. I'm sorry, its consciousness should already be part of the primordial human by now, to serve as the core of the Velikan of Light Svarod. Holy shit, bruh. This, holy shit. This is something I am unable to return to you, but don't worry, you will no longer grieve this soon, since... because the primordial human has awoken. Demon King Paimon, and Snezhnaya too. Goggles? Yes, it is I remember everything. Much time has passed, both for you, Snezhnaya, and me. Fate truly is absurd. This is exactly the scenario I strove to avoid when I was still in my prototypical form. That's just how fate is. It pushes you off the cliff's edge like the worst of the nemesis. A situation you had to avoid? Yes, and that is why I tried to persuade Koschei, Pavlina, and others to stop her from stop her before she decided to begin the final experiment. After all, the authority that the primordial human wields may as well be a deadly venom to human and fae who carry mixed desires within them. Wait, so the blue algae thing, that's Negorochka and the Domovoi Grand Duke from Novokitetsgrad, they betrayed Aksinia because of you? Aww. I promised them they could both stop Aksinia in and gain what they wanted in this way. Each of them was driven in their own way by their ideals, or perhaps ambitions that would see them transcend all life, that proved simple to use. By contrast, our dear Aksinia, our lovely Aksinia, the resolve she possessed seemed all the more unusual, did it not? And so I incited him to divide me up, split me into pieces, and betray Aksinia. For holy fucking god. For if I were to become the primordial human, become a transcendent one, just as I am now, that would mean that the world was about to undergo an inexorable revolution. The beast mocked me, for it believed mission is fulfilled, and I, despite fleeing my duties with all my might, wound up here all the same. You didn't want to become the primordial human. You don't wish to create a new world. Yes, because Aksinia, you left no place for yourself in the world that would be born from these fresh schematics, did you? Eh? Yes, I am willing to believe in a nation of love everlasting. I believe in His Majesty the Tsar and his wish. But those who have lost faith in love must be banished from the new world, the realm of eternal love. I do not have the right to enter that world. Banished? It is more akin to being slain. I rate eternal love, eternal overflow, eternal joy. Those who trust not to love and joy cannot enter this realm. But it is precisely one who does not trust either who could fashion such a cruel plan. This, the loving Belyazar had long realized. And that is why he is great. He chose me. This is my duty, my sole purpose for living, even if I cannot step into the new world. I wish to see it descend with my own eyes, to see it rise from a cornerstone forged from my corpse. And as for you, do you still believe that an eternity of love can be attained without His Majesty's plan? Alvis, Koshchei, and Pavlina, their pursuit have melted away like snow. None can resist the erosion of time, the withering of the spirit, the shriveling of the dreams. So many have given up so much in the fight to keep a joyous spirit, but none have succeeded. Let me drink some water. My mouth is so dry. What choice can you make at this point? None. You know this as well, Aksinia, that I could not refuse you once I had recalled all. What more, now that I had become the primordial human. Wait, Goggles, are you really gonna open the gate to the court of bliss? Might there be another choice? You have my utmost thanks, you two, for giving me the chance to give up even at this stage. But alas, I cannot let her plans come to naught. So if you wish not to see it come to pass, please stop both of us. But before that, Demon King, I would like to show Aksinia something. I'd like you to answer a question of mine. You seek your sibling, and you have traveled the world to understand her, to seek the things that you missed out experiencing alongside her, to stand before her. But if the gap between you is too great, and you in the end find that she is not what you imagined, that your once beloved kin is kin no longer, that she has changed and become another person, someone you never imagined she might. What would that ever happen? Demon King's sister wouldn't change. This is but a hypothetical scenario. Do not be alarmed, Paimon. Huh, I'm not so sure. What would you do, Demon King? I'd like to know your answer. If she changes, then I will learn to love her once again. No matter how many times I have to do it. Based answer, by the way. Holy fucking god, this fucking thing is too great. Thank you, Demon King. That was wonderful. Better by far than any answer I imagined I would get. The time has come, and the courtyard shall soon activate. It is a shame. But what's to be done? Whomsoever loves should share the burden of destiny with the ones he loves.
投擲完了。セカンドモード。
Goes dead. Goes dead before she even wants to land.
照射。
What the fuck? Oh shit! Demon King! Ether! Not Demon King. Ether! Come on! Holy shit, train! Astral Express on the way to save our asses. Holy shit!
Charge.
Oh my god, this guy even properly reached it, motherfucker.
弾切れだ。これでも食らえ。リズムに乗って。
Holy shit. Oh, this is straight up like... What the fuck? Holy shit. Bro. Run away out of the situation. Not that. Never mind. Yo, I'm falling. Yo, my bad. I didn't think that was... I thought... Holy shit, all the players. What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Damn! We are Genshin Impact out. We are Genshin Impact at this point. Kinda cool. Like... Holy shit. Holy shit, this. Oh my god. Holy shit. This shit is crazy. Oh boy. I swear to god, this is some type like... Holy shit. Oh, sevens, goggles, you will be missed. Holy battle OST. Holy peak. No, like, this is something you expect from, like, you know. Oh shit. You know, this is something you expect from, you know, like, from the Auckland Quest. It's like that kind of level. That they give you this experience. A full-on world boss that is actually like, you know, a weekly boss level type shit, you know? It's crazy. The door to the wall is closed. The one behind it all trembles. As though shaking loose the scaled wings of a dead moth clinging to his shoulder. With several shudders, it sheds its giant form. Then he appears. The will that once dwelt within the Eye of Grey now truly possesses a body no different from that of an ordinary person, and now bears the very appearance of the Tsar in his youth. Don't tell me it's Ikor. Don't tell me that the form is Ikor. And so, only two remain in this world of shadows, the one within the egg and the one outside it. Only the betrayer and the betrayed. Only the one who fell in love with the first person they seem upon opening their eyes, and beloved who knows neither love nor sorrow. Oh my god, it is indeed. At the end of the day, I haven't been able to do anything in time. Bro, this is peak cinema. What a shame. This was the so great endeavor I was meant to undertake. As I see it, you have done enough. You endured the passage of time for so long, even in such a place. Or that's not Ikor. That's actually the Belyazar's form in his youth. That's not Ikor. That's the Belyazar in his youth. Ikor was just one of the three splits, you know. Your ambitions burdened so strongly that even the branches of fate had to bend low for you, to the point where you could escape from this place. In truth, my escape from the Shadow Realm was largely thanks to Ismailov's aid. He said it was the last thing he could do for me. And yet, I still failed and lost everything. And where are we falling to now? Perhaps we shall fall into the endless depths of the Shadow Realm, tumbling for 500 years and another 5 thereafter. But this is already the best possible ending I could face. Is that so? Yes, Axinia. Here there is no His Majesty the Belyazar, no primordial human. Here there is no court jester of Snezhnaya, no Snegoroshka, no other fae. Here there is only you and me. Here we do not even need names. Is that what you wanted? Yes, it is indeed. This is good, to be within the Shadow Realm, a world as small as a walnut shell, just the two of us, at the very end. I once thought that I could never be worthy of setting foot in a world like this. You know, Demon King is right. Why would we fear love's fading, that we should insist that it stands eternally? One who dares to believe in love will not be obsessed with its disappearance. And if I believe in it, so what if I should lose it? I climb back up, shake the dust and dirt free, head off in pursuit once more, to take hold, to go forth, to love again. What did I want to? Axinia. I once hated this world, imprisoned as it was within an eggshell, yet in the end, all I did was build another shell. Perhaps that is just how fate has been from the start, pushing you to the cliff's edge, just like the worst of the nemesis. Hey, never thought you'd be the one to say that to me. I was once driven to such fury when I learned the truth of the world, and bearing that indignation I asked the Tsar, what is the point of an egg that does not allow the life within it to emerge from the shell? Why does it exist in this universe at all? But I never received the answer I wished to have for him. So that was a thought you once had, I see. What about now, Axinia? Do you still think this way? You've done so much. Did you ever find an answer to that question? More or less, I suppose the answer is... You already know the answer, don't you? You once considered me far too selfish. But no matter what form love takes, whether it gives or takes possession, outward expression of love always reflect what lies within in some way. To love the world is to love yourself. But this is also a great thing. Because this is how the world is, and one desires to be saved must be strong enough to save the world entire. I'd always believed that I should love myself first, and then the world, or I would fall into error, just as I have today. But you're truly magnificent, Axinia. A cheap compliment. Ah, I'm hurt. That came from the bottom of my heart. Yes, everything. Pavina, Koshe, Alvis, you, and His Majesty the Tsar. All the things you wanted. Why am I only realizing now? I couldn't even finish it, but oh. Oh, finally! We finally made it out of that shadow realm. Hang on, Paimon doesn't see Goggles or Axinia, and the Ballist's body is missing too. Where have they gone? I don't think we'll ever see them again. Huh? Do you think it's possible that Goggles might actually be hiding inside that mechanism Axinia gave you? You know how it's like in those shows, they make you think that someone vanished forever and then poof, they pop right in front of you again. How about you let Paimon take a look? And so Paimon makes several attempts at cracking the mechanism, but the only word that answers is a cold, lifeless one. This is how the two of you learn that while Goggles has retained some of its abilities, it really is nothing more than, well, a pair of goggles at the point. He's really fallen into that deep, deep hole. But that's his own fault for choosing to open the door to that court of bliss or whatever. But Paimon thinks he was pretty cool when he chose to help Axinia. Heh, even now, even if one day the whole world were ever to turn against you, Paimon would stand by you no matter what, and I'll do the same for you. But what if your sister Lumine stands against Paimon? What will you do, Aether? Yeah. You know, now that the Bellitza's body has gone missing, we're gonna be in big trouble if someone sees us now. We've got to get out of here fast. I cannot believe what I played here through. I just cannot. Proza. This might be crazy to say, but I feel like they set a new standard for fucking world quests. And I thought the new standard would have been the world quest on 6.7, but apparently not. This is the one. Even though this was not voiced, okay? Even though this was not voiced. I swear to God, if they voiced these 3 quest lines, okay? Oh my fucking God, this quest would have been beyond magnificent. We already had a voice for Goggles. They could have just used him. They should have just voiced in that quest. I swear to God, they should have. Bro, I don't get what fucking Hoyo thinks making one quest voice but the other don't. Like, are they fucking that brain dead? I'm sorry when I say this, okay? Are they fucking that brain dead? Holy fucking God. I'm sorry when I get here angry a bit. Bro, I swear to God to you, okay? This entire 3 quest lines of world quests that we did, okay? They are in a vacuum themselves a fucking Archon quest line. A whole nation's Archon quest. You're telling me they really put out a fucking boss that is literally a weekly boss equivalent type of shit, okay? And they said, yeah, that is for gun combat, and yeah, that is, and that's it. No fucking shot they did that. Bro, you know, the only thing that I want in the next patch, okay, I don't know if that will happen, but I want that the next patch when we meet the Tsaritsa, that we talk about this world quest. That we talk about these events that happen in the world quest. I need them. I need them. I need the devs to do that for us, who did this world quest. Brother, this looks straight up fucking Elden Ring, by the way. Holy fucking God. You know, I have a love-hate relationship for world quests when it comes to voiced, being not voiced. In some of the world quests, I don't care too much. Like the little one world quest line, it didn't matter to me that it wasn't voiced. But this one should have been, genuinely. It was after all about the fucking Belytar's body, about the consciousness of the Grey. Are we serious? Why are we not voicing this? Still a 10 out of 10 for me. Holy fucking God. I cannot believe that I've done the story, but I just can't believe it. Oh my god. Oh, look at this fucking area. It's so gigantic. Like, I need to take a fucking beautiful photo of this. I didn't even take one yet. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? Who the fuck cooked this shit? Brother. Bro, I swear to god, this ain't Genshin anymore. This is like fucking peak game, bro. True, what are we looking at? Now, where the fuck is that fucking... What are you showing, bitch? Holy fucking god. I'm losing it here, by the way. I'm genuinely losing it on how magnificent this world quest was. When I went into it, okay, I was like the question the whole time, where the fuck is the whole Belgitor lore shit, okay, that the devs teased on? Motherfuckers fucking shot me 50 times after making me question that. To know, now, you know, now you have all the questions answered on why this fucking region is full of ice. You have that answer. You have the answer where fucking Hyperborea was. It is fucking Snezhnaya. And you know, this is the craziest part, okay? You have to think, okay? Our conquest was already insane as fuck with Act 2, okay? And you have to think a patch before. Motherfuckers gave us one of the craziest map, one of the innovative map in this fucking Hoyoverse games, okay? And had one of the best world quests, okay? And those motherfuckers decided, yeah, you know, that can be back to back. What? How is it back to back peak? Who the fuck decided that? Now we're at the end of the video. This was a big journey of the world quest. Let me know what your opinions and theories are based on what we learned in these world quests. Like and subscribe, follow me for more content, and see y'all next time. I don't know what the next time is, but see y'all next time.